Welcome to the D&D Extra, because we really appreciate our $2 and above patrons.
And you're worth the extra time.
That's right. In fact, we just got done recording the listener feedback episode, which was a lot of fun. And David doesn't have Skype on his computer, so he's using his phone. So, David, you have a little long hair in your right nostril. Just kidding. I'm so kidding. But anyway, boy, I really enjoy these D&D Extra videos. If we didn't have patrons to only show it to, I'd love to show it to everybody, but oh well.
It's so great. I think you enjoy it because maybe it's just my headphones, but your voice is so low when you talk on these. Or maybe that's just how you talk on these.
That's just how I talk on these.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a special rendition.
Late night extras with D&D.
Yeah, late night with D&D. Late night with the Double D Brigade. All right, so I want us to play the preview for the upcoming Survivor, and maybe even pause it and talk. Well, let's do the whole thing first. So here's the preview. Survivor, it's psychological warfare preview.
CBS Wednesday, a brutal blindside.
Time to make life as miserable as possible.
Brings bad blood.
We're going to take the machete and axe. I love psychological warfare.
Bad decisions.
He is now messing with us actually eating, and I want him gone.
You're being emotional.
And bad behavior.
Julia swoops over there with the guys pretty quickly.
She's playing both sides. Sometimes the guy in the middle of the road gets run over.
New Survivor, CBS Wednesday, or stream it live or on demand.
All right, so they're clearly showing us either Scott or Julia.
Right.
Right?
Both Double D Brigade members.
Okay, whatever. I'm still leaning towards Scott.
I think so too, and I think he's kind of the obvious boot because Jason and Ty have idols, which is why they're trying to throw Julia at us, like Nico was talking about a red herring.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking the same thing. That's why I Scott low anyway in my rankings. I didn't have Julia that low. I still think she's kind of safe, but I can see why they'd be wanting to throw a second, bait out there just to make us think it's somebody else.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I mean, they were talking about her going over there, and Sydney, based on last week, Sydney's not someone you want on your bad side. I don't think you get back on Sydney's good side very easily.
No, Alina made a neat poster of Sydney as Storm from the X-Men, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Storm, there's a reason why Sydney told us about her dual personalities.
Yeah.
Because at some point, I think one's going to come out or another.
Dual? I think she had like 12 personalities.
What do you call a three? Yeah, three personalities.
She's,
whatever it was.
She's tripolar.
So, I'm leaning.
Quadrupolar.
I'm
Pentapolar.
Like
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. What's the next one?
Sextupolar.
Okay.
Seriously.
I know.
At least I think so.
That's why I told you to go to the next one. I'm leaning more towards Scott.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna split votes. Let's see, can they split votes? Let's count that real quick. There's what?
There's
six women. There's Michelle.
There's 9 people.
Michelle, Julia, Aubrey, Deb, and Joe. That's 5. And if they get tie, that's 6, and they can go 3 and 3, and that leaves only Scott and Jason to vote 2.
Wait. There's 9 people.
Oh, Sydney. There's also Sydney. That's right. I forgot Sydney. So, yeah, they got plenty of numbers to do a tie.
Yeah.
To split votes if Ty votes with him. If he doesn't go off on his own again.
Hey, since it's just the patrons, do you want to tell why Ty went off on his own, or is that not? No? Okay, we won't.
No.
Somehow David knows why Ty voted the way he did, but that's okay.
It could come out this week. Hopefully, it'll come out this week.
Right,
I was told that Nick talks about it in one of his exit interviews, but I have not listened to him.
Yeah.
Not in great detail though. So he talks about some of it.
Yeah.
But no.
That's all right. Yeah, it's one of the rough parts about being a Survivor podcaster. Sometimes we know things, and we can't share them.
That's how you keep friends in Survivor podcasting.
That's right. You don't share them when you're not supposed to.
That's right.
Although I will tell you this, and just to reconfirm, we don't ever have Survivors spoil us. Like we might chat with Jason or some of the other ones, but they don't spoil us at all. So.
Yeah, because I'll tell you right now that in our private group that we talked to Dan for hours in one particular phone call.
Oh yeah.
Not one word. It went from how did you get on to life. And we just had the best conversation talking to him. It was like for 2 hours. I think I talked for an hour. Then you got on and talked for an hour or something.
Yeah.
It just lasted a while. He's just very easy to talk to.
Yeah.
But
Remember
not one word.
There was one episode that he was so frustrated by the edit that he just needed to talk to somebody, and he called us.
Yeah.
And talked to us. Y'all, I mean, come on. That's pretty awesome for us.
That was quite an honor.
I mean, woo. All right, anyway.
And I get to see him in June and hang out at his house again.
Yeah, that's awesome. I am envious. Oh, when I told Connie that you and the girls and Terry and the boy were going up there to make it a family vacation, she goes, well, why don't we do that?
Wait a minute. You said, and the boy were going?
Well, I mentioned your whole family was going.
Yes.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She goes, well, why don't we do that? I was like, because I can't. She goes, well, why can't you? Why can't you move that? I can't.
Yeah, why can't you?
Well, that would have been a lot of fun. I would have loved it. She goes, would I have had to stay in a yurt? I said, you think Terry's going to stay in a yurt? Are you kidding? She's going back to the hotel where they have clean sheets because she made him Clorox them. And
heated pools
and heated pool. I said, you be staying with them. I'd be playing if I was going, although now it's too late. But
they'd be splitting a hotel room. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Terry and Davis are going to watch. And Davis gets to meet all the other kids, from the people I got to play with. So he's going to hang out with them. And then they're going to watch the challenges, which is his favorite part of the game anyway. So that's all he cares about is the challenges.
Durham Warrior Survival Challenge is a bunch of challenges.
Yeah, so they're going to come probably about 9. After they wake up, they'll gradually show up around 9, 10 o'clock. And then they'll stay till, 3 o'clock? Is that how long they went, 3 or 4 o'clock?
It was pretty late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to miss the most? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, and Bailey is going to go and be an on-hand person for medical because with her training that she's getting to college and stuff. And Gracie's just going to be a hand. She doesn't know what she's going to be doing. She's even volunteered to help set up challenges.
Nice.
She just wants to do something just to meet people. So it's going to be awesome.
I think what I'm going to miss the most is the volunteer tent where all the food was.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, David.
I got sick Sunday. I was only in the game for 2.5 days.
Yeah.
And then Sunday I tried to eat all that incredible breakfast pizza and stuff they had up there. And I was like, I couldn't touch it.
Oh, and I don't know what family-owned donut shop is around there, but oh, my goodness. I gained so much weight when I was there.
And what's wrong about that tent is where it is.
Yeah,
it's right where all the survivors or the players go past.
Oh yeah,
every 30 minutes on Saturday.
It's great.
And Friday, yeah, it's great.
And then I come down with my camera, eating a donut in front of y'all.
He's got a camera in one hand and food in the other.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Food on his face.
Yeah.
Come on, David, you can do it.
Oh man. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna put Scott as my driving prediction this week.
I think that's a good one of two picks.
Yeah, I don't think Julia's going home.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think it's going to be another guy.
Yeah. And how much do you think? Go ahead.
Also, the question is if they get rid of Scott and if Jason has to play as idol, then they get rid of Jason, and then they got Ty left. Does just somebody grab Joe and start turning on the women, start picking out the women? This is a good season. I can't wait for the end of this season.
Yeah. Do you think? How far do you think Jason and Scott are going to go with this sabotaging thing?
I think they're going to get rid of the stuff because they know they're in trouble.
I mean, Debbie says they're starting to affect our food. However, that could just be Debbie trying to get them to go against, Well,
I mean, it's kind of obvious that they're going to go against Jason and Scott. Although, if Michelle starts making a case for them, it's because she wants to go to the end with them. Remember how she talked? That was mentioned a couple weeks ago. Her and Nick. Michelle made it clear they are perfect to take to the end.
Yeah, that is true. That is how the Women's Alliance gets busted up because, I mean,
So who knows? Maybe that's where that conversation comes from. But if they may be playing that clip just to make us think that Jason and Scott are taking everything and destroying everything.
Yeah.
Whereas she might just be saying, look, they're taking all of our cooking equipment. That's messing up our food source. We can't just eat raw rice. Well, actually, you can, but she might not want to.
Are there any other previews on?
Not that I've seen. But I do like the fact that I'm getting the title again. and I got it last week. That's another title for Jason. He's got multiple titles now. Yeah, it's okay.
All right, we'll just say goodbye then. Everything's messing up. Oh, and my recording started over. Arg. All right. See you later, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.